If you click the link in the top right hand corner, it'll take you to a walkthrough I did 12 years ago. It may pay to watch that video before you watch this one. The video links in the top right hand corner will take you to all the modifications that I've done up until this time. Well, that boat walkthrough is 12 years old now. I had a look at it and thought, gee, it's well out of date. So what I'm going to do is do a new one and just show you all the upgrades that have happened to Peggy-Anne in the last 12 years. Let's have a look. The foredeck's pretty well the same, but if you have a look, you'll notice that the anchor windlass is now electric. It's a Loughran's winch. That'll be there until I finish my time on Peggy-Anne, I'm sure. So this is our foredeck area. We still use it the same. In good weather, this is a great spot to sit out and enjoy a bit of sun. Something new in the forward cabins, I've put in a couple of hatches, opening hatches. So if anyone's staying on board in the forward cabins, they can open those hatches and get a bit of air through. So that was a couple of hatches that a mate gave me, didn't want them. So I thought, well, I can use them. And I've put them in the forward cabins. Pretty well the same up here. We've got a foot switch down on the deck for raising the anchor. Still got the anchor locker here. Got the snubber in it. We've got our spare anchor and the anchor chain up in the forepeak there. So that's all pretty well the same as what it was 12 years ago. One thing I like about this boat is the wide side decks we have for walking around the boat and the bulwarks. So you do feel really secure moving around the boat, and it's great when you're coming into marinas and things like that because you've got great access to the pontoons and makes it really easy to single hand the vessel with these wide side decks, and just moving around you feel very secure on board the boat. Down aft the dinghy has changed. This is a little spindrift dinghy. It's rotomolded plastic. Really, in Queensland it's hard to get more than about 3 years out of inflatables. The sun just seems to kill them, and I've had this on the boat for about 4 years now, and does the job really well. I did upgrade the outboards. I've got an electric outboard on it now, and at the moment she's just being fueled up, so I'm just putting a bit of a charge into the battery, and I found this little electric outboard is just really good. It's an e-propulsion unit, and it's a fantastic little outboard for this dinghy. The davit is still the same, and I can get this dinghy into the water in half a minute and back out again in a minute. So it's a really easy system for launching and retrieving the dinghy. Just walking down the side deck on the starboard side. This is where we spend a lot of time when we're at anchor. We're in shelter here, so we're out of the sun, and it's a great spot to relax. It's sort of our cockpit. It's not at the back of the boat, but these chairs being just fold-up chairs, you can move them to wherever the shade is or wherever you're out of the wind, and it really works pretty well. The aft cabin hasn't changed much. It's still very serviceable. Got the island bed there. It's a queen size bed, plenty of storage, and yeah, that's that's the main cabin on the boat where we both sleep. The breezeway here between the two cabins just evolved really. I explained in the other video, I used to work this boat, and where this aft cabin used to be a workspace, a work deck. We used to take school kids out and do Year 11 biology work. So this was all workspace here, and when I sold the business I built this cabin to give me a bit more accommodation, and we left this breezeway so that I could swing this watertight door closed from the main cabin, and it gives a good break up between the saloon and the aft cabin. If anyone wants to sleep, they can go in there and sleep, and you can be watching TV in the saloon while that's all going on. Something that has changed, our fridge freezer, it's still the same fridge freezer, but we've changed around the layout of it a bit, because we've gone the old plate that we had in here, which was just an evaporator plate, that started to leak and I had to change it out, and we've gone with an Aussie fridge eutectic plate now. It's still 12 volt, but a lot more efficient, and it does a great job. So now that works pretty well, and the Aussie fridge is a fantastic thing. It's a lot less energy hungry as what the old evaporative plate one was, and a great system. Our head is out onto the breezeway as well, so that hasn't changed at all. It's still the same head that's been here since I've had the boat. Into the saloon, plenty of space in here. We've got a saloon table with seating around there. You can sit 6 people. We can probably sit 10 people in the saloon area here. This used to be a life jacket storage area when I was working the boat, and I've turned that into our bathroom. So there's a standalone shower in here. So standalone shower and a little hand basin, so with storage underneath. So that's our bathroom virtually. Something that has changed here is in the old video I had a nav station here, and about probably 8 years ago I decided that that nav station really was not being used that much. When we were taking school kids out, we used to do some nav and it worked well, but it was really pretty useless. So I pulled the nav station out, and now we've got a helm position, because from down here in the saloon you can't see out the saloon windows, so it's a bit low to see out the windows. So I built this helm seat with storage underneath. So I've got a couple of drawers and a bit of a cubby hole for tools. So there's a couple of drawers there as well. And to use this helm seat, you just pull out this step, and that gives you a step up onto the helm seat, and your feet can rest on that when you're keeping watch. And sitting up here, we've got great vision all round out through the windows. So that's been a definite plus as far as having this as a cruising boat goes. The helm position's changed quite a bit, because the old electronics I had, the Simrad unit I had, and didn't have much luck with, I've ended up replacing that with 2 Raymarine multifunction displays. I'll put a link up in the corner here. You can have a look at us installing that, and it's been a very good system. So I've got radar, echo sounder, chart plotter, all on multifunction displays, and yeah, it's a great system. The rest of the dash is pretty well the same. The Coursemaster Autopilot, that's been a great thing. It's 24, 25 years old now, and touch wood, it's still working really well. Still got the CWASP generator controls here. We've still got a 6 kVA genset on the boat, although we don't use it very much, because a couple of years ago I converted the house bank system to lithium ion, and it's been fantastic. So the lithium ion batteries are really good. It's 11 o'clock in the morning and they're at 100% now, and that's just off the solar panels. I changed the panels on the roof. So up on the roof, this is our Quantum Raymarine radar, fantastic unit. And you can see in the old video I used to have 4 60-watt solar panels up here, and they really didn't do much. Now I've got 4 300-watt panels up here, and they put out quite a bit of electricity down into the house bank. You'll notice too that I don't have the wind generator up here anymore. I took that off the boat and got rid of it because it was very noisy on the roof, and yeah, I've sold that on, and we do it all on solar panels now, so the solar system is great. It just keeps the house bank up all the time. It's fantastic. So down on the port side, so this is one of the forward cabins, a double bed in there, and exactly the same on the other side. Monica uses this as a bit of a dressing room. Switch panel here for 12 volts and 240 volts. And then another locker down here, which is a bit of a multi-purpose locker. We use this locker for food storage. I've got my tools down here as well, spare parts, everything like that. And this is a dry locker, so all of my Victron inverters, solar chargers, and the big wee batteries that we run on. There's 800 amp hours of batteries in those two stainless cabinets. Big wee, great batteries, and the Victron stuff's pretty well recognised as well, and it's been fantastic. Going to lithium ion, if you're living on the boat, if it's your home, it really does make it a lot easier than trying to keep charge up to lead acid batteries. Down on the starboard side, there's another double cabin to the left and the galley to the right. We use the forward cabin a bit like a pantry for the galley, but it can be cleared out pretty quickly and used as a bedroom. The galley is still the same configuration, but I've put new Corian bench tops in the galley. We've gone away from the old hot plates I had in here to an induction cooktop, which is fantastic. Uses not very much energy, and then under that there's a microwave, and then over here there's a little oven cum grill and air fryer. So it's all very compact, all run off 240 volts. So with our new lithium ion system, it handles all of the electrics in the galley pretty easily. Lots of storage here, of course, so we've got you know, normal sort of storage you'd find in a galley. You can see the galley is pretty compact. There's not a lot of room in it. It's great when you're at sea though, because you're sort of locked into it. You just stand there and you can lean against this wall and do what you're doing when you're cooking or washing dishes. Apart from that fridge outside, we've also got another fridge and little freezer down here, which is accessible from where I'm standing in the galley. There are plenty of shelves and cupboard spaces for storing items that are used on a regular basis. And hatches into the hulls, both port and starboard amidships, give good access to another storage space, which also houses water tanks, pumps, refrigeration units, hot water services, etc. This area here has changed quite substantially. We've still got our sink, laundry area, but instead of the hot plates I had here, I had two gas hot plates here, and they were pretty useless because they kept on blowing out. You couldn't get much heat out of them. And now I've got a nice stainless steel barbecue. It's a galley mate, I think. A really good barbie, really hot, and that gives us a bit of redundancy. If we do lose all of our electric power and we can't cook, this is run on LP gas that is stored in one of the lockers down the back here. So keeps the gas up above deck level and it's vented, so all nice and safe. But the barbecue has been fantastic, and that gets used an awful lot now, especially being carnivore, so we do a lot of cooking out here. Large hatches over the engine rooms give great access. The engines are Marinised V2203 Kubota diesels. Each engine runs off its own 420 litre stainless steel fuel tank, which gives about a 600 nautical mile range. The boat is driven through shafts attached to oversized ZF gearboxes. Being built to survey, the boat has 5 watertight compartments in each hull, with a bilge manifold system located in each lazarette. So there you go, there's an updated walkthrough of Peggy-Anne. She's pretty unique, very comfortable, and we love her. The other thing is, we love this lifestyle. So you might not be able to find a boat like Peggy-Anne, but all I can suggest is you do find a boat, get on it and go and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, dudes.